Hi there, hope you are doing well. So here we have a question pertinent to mm, odd man out questions, odd man out questions. Let's look at the direction. The direction says that five jumbled up sentences labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 related to a topic are given below. Four of them can be put together to form a coherent paragraph. Identify the odd sentence and key in the number of that sentence as your answer. Well, let's read each sentence to form a coherence or form a order of the sentence so that we find out which one is the odd one. The first sentence says our environmental security, economic development, and political stability directly depend on it. Second, the stakes are too high in today's context of climate change, rising demand, population growth, increasing population, and overexploited resources. Everything must be done to consolidate the legal framework for managing the world's watershed. Without resolute countermeasures, demand for water will overstretch many societies' adaptive capacities. Four, clearly politicians and diplomats alone cannot respond effectively to the challenges that the world faces. So fifth, this could result in massive migration, economic stagnation, destabilization, and violence, posing a new threat to national and international security. Now, if you look into each of the sentences given here, the passage focuses on the issue of what? Climate change. Climate change and its impact and its impacts. Right? Only statement you can find out two, two, three, and you can say one and five, two, three, one, and five. So talk about the climate change and its impact, while statement four, if you talk about that, merely focuses on action um, of politicians and the diplomats, right? Which is not directly related to the context of the statement. If you talk about that statement two, that forms of fitting start, you can say that introduction, introduction, right? So describes the current scenario. This is followed by statement one, in which you can say that the what you can find out it is given here, right? So um, you can say refers to the consultation of the legal framework, uh, which is given in option two, right? So for managing the world's watersheds. So mentioned in a statement two, hence statement one follows statement two. So you can say that two and one both are following. So um, then after statement three, then presents a scenario, right? Uh, so it is stated what without resolute countermeasure, demand for water will overstretch many society adapting capacities. So without, if you talk about statement three, then it clearly presents a scenario without resolute countermeasures. And statement five, which is stated about this could result, right? Um, analyzes the impact of that scenario. Hence, you can say statement five and statement, you can say that five follows to the three, right? Where it is stated without resolute countermeasures, demand for water will overstretch many societies' adaptive capacity. Right? Let's talk about it in a very simple method. So, what do we find out here? One, that's stated about our environment, security, economic development, and political stability directly depend on it. So it is referring to what? Now, given the information in option two, where it is stated the stakes are too high in today's context of climate change, rising demand, population growth, increasing pollution, and overexploited resources. Everything must be done to consolidate the legal framework for managing the world's watershed. So in that case, option two is the introduction one, right? Option 1 will follow to it, right? Then you can point out statement 3 then presents a scenario without resolute countermeasure. Demand for water will overstretch many societies' adaptive capacities, right? So in that case, um, statement 5 analyzes the impact of that scenario. Hence, we can say statement 5 must follow what? Uh, we can say that 3, right? So in that case, you can say, um, okay, 1 and 2, and you can say that 3 and 5, 3 and 5, 5. So what we can draw here, just a minute. Okay. So we can find out 2 would be the introducing one. Then 1 is the idea which is for using with the pronoun called as a it that refers to uh, legal framework for managing the world's watershed. So in that case, 2 1 2 1, and we can find out that um, statement 5 must follow 3 um, because this could result in massive migration, economic stagnation, destabilization, and violence, posing a new threat to national and international security. Without resolute countermeasure, demand for water will overstretch many society adaptive capacities. Right. So 5 is following with the 3. Right. So in that case, we can say 2 1, then we can say 3 would be 3 and 5 becomes 4. 2 1 3 5, and all are stating about means climate, whereas 4 is stated about clearly politicians and diplomats alone cannot respond effective to the challenge that the world faces. So 4 is not appropriate and not means coherent with the other sentences. Hence, we can say option 4 is the odd one, and the sequence can be formed 2 1 3 4. Hope you understood this. That's all. Thank you.